We are going to be tackling my makeup collection today, and I thought it would be best to just take out all my drawers and set it on the floor so that we can go through everything. So everything is fairly full. As you can see, I have some drawers over here that really need organization. I also want to go through all my brushes here. I just want to go through my brushes too and just what I'm not using. And I try and do this regularly, but as you can see, it's starting to get out of hand again. So I figure let's just take everything out and organize it that way so we can really see what we're working with. Just lay it out here. I also probably won't be tackling these drawers. This is kind of my extra overflow. And my lipstick towers from MAC I don't think I'd ever get rid of, but we can maybe go through those. But this is fairly organized in here, so I don't think we really need to do anything in here. This is extra skincare. And I do have some makeup donation in here. So that's all stuff I need to donate, which is fairly organized. So let's just tackle my main setup over here. Here is an overview of what we are working with for today's video. I'm going to try and do this as efficiently as possible. And if you notice a lot of my MAC stuff, those stay with me through every declutter. Don't expect to see my limited edition stuff to go this time, but we will try and make a dent on this and get some stuff ready for donation. First of all, I know I'm going to get questions about these containers, and they're actually cutlery organizers from Home Depot. They come in various sizes, and the smaller one that has 2 styles fits in the Alex drawers if you have the same ones as me. So I'm gonna try and go through this as fast as possible. These are my primers and skin bases. So I have some moisturizers and primers. This one is new, so I'm not going to be getting rid of that. That's my HENRIKSEN Banana Bright, which I've been loving. So hopefully we can find some in here that I can start to donate. So these are all the primers I can see myself using, oils and skincare in here as well. And this is everything that I haven't been using, so I'm going to pass that on. Foundations are clearly a weakness of mine, and I try to split it up between drugstore and then high-end were in the drawer that didn't have any organizer. And then I started putting concealers in here too, so ideally I would like 2 trays, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. So we're going to go through these and see what I'm not currently using. I do switch up my foundations a lot, so I probably won't be getting rid of too many, I don't think. But we'll see. You can get this at Shoppers Drug Mart. I love this foundation. I'm not getting rid of it. One of my favorite drugstore foundations. I have my natural skin tone and my tan. I always have the Maybelline Matte and Poreless on hand. Definitely not getting rid of that. I like this foundation, but I haven't been using it, so I'm gonna pass that on. It's a really good foundation as well. No one ever talks about from MARCELLE. So I have my natural skin tone and self tan, so I'm gonna keep that as well. One of my favorite foundations of all time, not getting rid of that. This isn't going so well. It's a really good foundation, no one ever talks about it. There's some separation. I obviously haven't been using it a lot. Maybe we'll keep one of the shades. Oh, we have another Pro Glow. That's almost empty. Whoops. The best everyday makeup right here. I need to stop talking about everything, else it's gonna take forever. That one fairly good. I feel like I got rid of a bunch, and this is a lot of concealers in here. So before we move on to high end, I'm just gonna quickly take these out and go through those. This is right on the top. I feel like this is like Tarte Shape Tape, but better. This is more hydrating, so if you like Tarte Shape Tape and you haven't used this one's really, really good. So I'm gonna keep that. I don't hear anyone talk about that again. YSL, I don't use. This, haven't used in a while. Which color was I? I didn't like the ColourPop concealer, unfortunately. This is probably my favorite concealer ever. It's my NARS Soft Matte Complete. Keeping that. Another amazing concealer. Do you notice things come in threes? Too Faced, Born This Way, my KKW. I have my NARS Creamy Concealer, and then my Soft Matte, my favorites. And then I got rid of those ones over there. I still have some more concealers somewhere around here, so we're gonna have to go back to this later, but this drawer is looking a little bit better. At least more organized right now. More foundations, high-end foundations, and I also put my powder foundation in here. And then I kept all my Lily Lolo products, even if it was like bronzer and highlight in here. So that I need to set aside as well, because I just don't know where I'm gonna put that. This is another favorite foundation of mine. I don't need 4, but I love this stuff so much. It's like hard for me to get rid of. I don't feel like that's too bad for my high-end foundations, considering how much I love foundation. I did set all those aside, which I feel like is pretty good for that. That's over 1/3, I know for sure there. Skipping to my facial sprays. Really? Do I need that many? I haven't even opened that. I'd like to try it, but I feel like it'd be better donation since it hasn't been touched. That too. I love these, but I just don't use them as much as other ones. I have all these random lids. These are all gonna go to the side. These are brand new, I just put in there, so I'm not going to be getting rid of those. And I love my Glow Mist, so that's staying. Quick Fix. Prep Priming Spray. I never use that. You can go over there. Why is this so hard for me? This is water. This is like so hard. Why? I love my Fix Pluses. They're not going anywhere. This didn't work out for me, but it was so expensive. I feel like I can't get rid of it, but I will. I haven't tried those enough, so they just have to stay. Right. All staying. Quite a few sprays. A lot I just haven't tried yet. And I love my variations of Fix Plus, so that's staying. And then I have a couple other favorites. I've actually gone through a bunch of setting sprays lately. This one from the drugstore is basically like Urban Decay All Nighter, which I ran out of. It's the long wear from Hard Candy, so good. And then these are what we're going to be donating. So we got a bunch there. I think just under half. Next we have my 2 powder drawers. Love my KKW, that's staying. If you're looking for an affordable brighten up powder, staying. Haven't been using that. Go to the side. Love that. Love. All these I love and use. Best translucent loose setting powder ever. Love this, but it's empty, so go over here. These are all my most used, so that pretty much stayed the same. I love this powder, but it is so big. Just going to declutter. These are all the powders I'm just not using right now, apart from this one. I'm putting that in my empties video. Just haven't been using them. So that's a fair amount. And I'm going to transfer these into one just to give myself another tray because I want one for my high-end foundations. We have an extra organizer. I managed to fit all my powders into one. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm happy that I was able to do that. We just have the one bronzer drawer packed full. My MAC stuff, I have limited edition. That just doesn't go anywhere. I saved my limited edition, but we'll see what we can go through. This is my favorite contour thing ever, that's staying. This is like my favorite packaging ever from Estee Lauder and Victoria Beckham. This is a PR sample. So pretty, but I feel like someone else could use that because it was limited edition. I love it though, but I'll pass it. Awesome for contouring from the drugstore. Best new bronzers from Maybelline. So I did clear out some bronzers that I wasn't using. All my contour products pretty much stayed there, and I just don't touch my MAC. As you can see here, I have 2 blush drawers, and they're fairly organized but overflowing. So we need to cut back on some of these. Again, my MAC will stay, but I need to find some room for these extra products over here. That one is done. We're gonna move that out of the way. I love these palettes. I only need one really though. I'll get rid of that one. This is my 2 blush drawers. This is everything that I decluttered. I'm going through a lot of my cream products because those tend to, they expire faster than powder, obviously. So I don't like to hold on to creams too long. So a lot of them are cream based, and then just some other ones that I'm not using or were limited edition, so it's hard for me to incorporate in my channel. So we're gonna pass those on. Here are my 2 highlight drawers. I'm definitely not gonna be able to make this to one. That wasn't too successful. I have my ones from MAC that I've just collected over the years that just kind of stay there. This is everything that we're going to be donating. I have a lot of liquid cream products. As I said before, those tend to expire faster, so I like to go through those the most regularly. This is all my eye products, so we're gonna go through all these at once, and then we have all my random stuff like eyelashes, lip products, palettes. That's gonna be fun. And then my random acrylic, which has some concealers and stuff that we need to go through. That's more of my everyday stuff and some new stuff. So let's start off here. I need to clean some of these drawers. I keep all these bright things. I love them. These are the 2-in-1 eyeshadows from Rimmel. You can use them as eyeliner or eyeshadow. They are so amazing. I don't think I need all of them. And then I'm keeping all my Vivid Brights from NYX. These are awesome for more creative stuff. We could actually combine these two. Love these Chroma Crystal top coats from NATASHA DENONA. Keeping all of those. You can use that as a highlighter. It's a dupe for Becca, I think it's Moonstone from Essence. I don't know if they make those anymore. Keeping all my L'Oreal pigments. All my Makeup Geek loose pigments, love those still. And loose glitters and pigments, they last forever. That is what the new one looks like, and that is everything I will be donating. We did really good there. This is a lot of my glitters, some single eyeshadows. This is one of my favorite drawers. It just has such fun colors and products in here. My lit glitters. I don't know if I'm gonna touch much in this one. This is one of my favorite drawers. Some of the best glitters from Urban Decay. These are so easy to use and just beautiful. If you're looking for a good dupe for the Stila Magnificent Metals, I would check out these ones from Pop Beauty. They're so, so pretty. That drawer wasn't that successful. Moving on. This drawer is part of my acrylic. I put some new stuff in here that I just haven't found a home for yet, or I wanted to use in a video. So now I'm just going to go through it and see what I'm keeping and what I need to put actually in my collection. That is cleared out. I'm gonna be donating all this. And then all this was my new stuff that I needed to find a home for that I've been using and loving. Whoops, there goes my camera. Here's another one of my acrylic drawers I keep concealers in. I'm just gonna go through the ones that I'm not currently using. That was successful. I have a priming base in here. I'm gonna be moving these concealers to my concealer drawer. So this is gonna be empty eventually. But look, more than half gone. This is eyeliners and brow products in this one. And I figure we can get this down, maybe move some of the ones that I'm not using over to one of my actual drawers that's not in this acrylic. This is everything I will be passing on. These are all the eyeliners that I am keeping, and that's all the brow products and some primers that I will be keeping. Here we have mascaras and my tools, accessories. Clear this out quickly. I've been trying my best not to open as many mascaras. I have a couple waterproof, some colored, some bases, and new ones that I opened. I think 3 of these I'm almost done, so this is good for me. And that's everything that I'm going to either be pitching, because you should throw out your mascaras after 3 months, or we'll be giving away obviously a new one to friends and family or donation. These are my last 2 acrylics, which we can definitely cut back on. To switch my camera if it's darker or different, sounds different. You now know why. So I'm just going to keep everything in this section as is, and I'm going to be keeping all my lip balm products in here, and then that's what I'll be giving away. Next, we're going to go through my lip pencils. I have way too many. I'm not going to be getting rid of any of my MAC, as those are one of my favorites. Let's try and go through these. These are fairly organized. I think this is all MAC over here. And then this is drugstore and I think high-end random. So let's go through these first. These are the ones I'm keeping. These are the ones I'm donating. I'm donating a little over half of these ones. These ones are my Kylie NYX, and I have some Rimmel, CoverGirl, L'Oreal, things like that in there. I'm gonna keep those ones. Keeping some Bite, Charlotte Tilbury, KKW. Now I have a bunch of NARS and some Bite ones that I will be donating. That's over half. I did well there. Actually forgot, over by my lips section, I have 2 of these to go through again. Brand new. Obviously keeping my Patrick Ta favorite lip gloss e.l.f. ever made from the Modern Metals collection. Keeping that. I love these Too Faced glittery glosses, so those are staying. But I'm probably not going to ever use that one, so we can put that aside. These are KKW, so we can move those to the acrylic. One of my favorite lipsticks ever. Ardent Sand from Lancome. Liquid lips, a couple lipsticks and glosses that I want to keep, and these are the ones that I will be donating. Did really good there as well. And I'm going to go through this one. I also have the acrylics that I need to go through, and hopefully I can manage to get this tray into the acrylic so we have one extra tray. That's my goal. I find Bite, I love them, but since they're so natural, they go bad fast, so I'm only going to keep the couple that I use the most. We successfully condensed 2 to 1, and that's as much as we have for donation, so we did really good there as well. But we still have more lip products to go through. We are moving on to my acrylic organizers for mostly liquid lip and lip glosses. I have a couple for lipsticks, which maybe we can go through right now. This usually holds my high-end stuff. Keeping my YSL, all my Charlotte Tilbury. I love those. And then we have YSL Tom Ford. It doesn't fit in there. And then Chanel. We have a NARS one that I really like. Go through these. I love this formula from Giorgio Armani. It's like so smooth, but I've been really loving the Bare Minerals now because it has the same kind of smooth formula. So I'm gonna pass these on. I don't need all the colors in this. I love the formula in these Lancome ones as well. The Ardent Sand I have, and I love the packaging of them, but I don't need every single color in the rainbow. My Dose of Colors ones are getting old. I don't ever reach for them anymore. They're pretty, but I just don't reach for them. I love these colors, but they were limited edition. No one can ever get them from L'Oreal. So I'm going to pass those on. Keeping Dior ColourPop Chloe Morello Pixie Gloss. Love that Dose of Colors with Desi and Katie. You can hear my kids. My 2 Surratt. I love keeping those. The Lawless Cosmetics liquid lips are the best smelling liquid lips, but I just don't reach for all these colors. Leo, George, and Cameron. I'm keeping. Makeup Forever. Love these, but I just haven't been reaching for them. All my Anastasia. I'm keeping. One of my favorite formulas, these NARS ones, but I don't use all the colors anymore. Anything liquid I just get weird about. So I'm gonna keep this one. Just a little guy. My Dose of Colors, keeping all of them. Love Dose of Colors formula. Let's put Dose and Anastasia together. Meant to be. Perfect fit. Love this formula, but I just don't use all these. My NYX Lip Lingerie. I just love those. Bare Minerals, I'm keeping the 1. I love that formula too. I like the Too Faced, but I just haven't used them in a while. This brand, I think is discontinued, Lipland. I really like this formula too. I'm going to keep them for now. I find ColourPop and Kylie Cosmetics, for whatever reason, always look like they go bad fast. One of my favorite formulas of lip gloss from the Too Faced. There's just a couple colors that I've been using more than others. These are all Kylie. A couple Ciate. I find these have dried out, but I need to go through those at a separate time. Love Buxom, keeping all those. That is everything I'm keeping. Some lipsticks and lip glosses. We probably can get that into one drawer. More than half my lip. I did so good there, but I'm weird about glosses. I feel like that's what brands send you the most, is lip products. So that's why I have so much for lips. And they will definitely go to a better home. Palettes. Never gonna get rid of my Anastasia. I collect them. These are my favorite. All these are Anastasia. All these are staying. This is new. I like it. I was attracted to the colors. I hardly touched it because I find it similar to Sultry from Anastasia, except for this one's a little bit more muted. So I'm going to be passing on this one. I'm not going to do well here, just so you guys know. I love this palette from NARS. It's one of my favorite palettes from the Wanted, plus the blush palette. I love this so much. Those are staying. I love these mini Huda ones, but I'm rarely use purple, so let's pass that on. Naked Cherry, I just haven't been touching. Heat is the only naked one I feel like I'm keeping. This is my favorite Urban Decay of all time, which I feel like has similar colors. You know what? Let's look. I feel like whatever I could create with this, I could create with this one. So you know what? Let's pass that on. Someone else can enjoy that. I won't ever get rid of this one because this took me forever to get my hands on it. I don't know if you guys remember the hype that was for this peach palette, but this is staying. More Natasha Denona. Love these shadows staying. I created this Buxom palette with just transitional colors. How smart is that? I'm keeping that. I just haven't been touching this. I love this palette, but someone else will get better use out of that. These are all the ones that are going. Let's put these over here so you can see. Never get rid of this. Gwen Stefani Love. This is one of my favorite palettes of all time. And I keep this for the packaging. Mario's. It's classic Mario. I don't even use it that much, but I'm a sucker. I collect packaging. It's one of my favorites. Speaking of cool packaging, this bear from Kino. And it's actually incredible quality. These are all new from NYX. I'm keeping those. I haven't even opened them yet. All my Anastasia glow kits I'm keeping. This is so pretty from Ofra, but I have a highlight palette that I'm going to keep from them and pass this on. Now I'm just going to try and go through these a little bit faster. I'm going to pass this on because I'm keeping the one even though I don't want to part with it. I love this formula. Or do I need to? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna part with it. This is hard for me though. Favorite blush palette, Ofra. And then this was the highlight palette I was talking about that I'm going to be keeping. We're not doing well in the palette section, but I didn't think we really would. I knew that going into it. Those are all my MAC custom palettes. I'm not even going to touch those because I'm not getting rid of those. Those stay with me always. And these are the ones that I am keeping. I'm going to have to make a home for. And those are the ones that I will be donating. I didn't think that one would do so well. Doing brushes in my random section, there's a lot I need to go through. Like, I don't even use brush cleaner like this anymore. I just use natural soaps because this hurts my skin incredibly. So I know brush cleaners, it can go right away. And then I'm going to try and find brushes that fit into these sets so that I can kind of organize everything that way. So we have face and eye all there. These are random brushes I'm keeping all my MAC brushes. My NYX ones, I have a set that's custom, so I'm going to be keeping those. Zoeva I want to put into a set, but they're some of my favorites. The Sigma ones I need to go through. I like my Precision ones from e.l.f. Then my Morphe ones. I'm keeping all my MAC ones, and then I have some random ones that I like. My Makeup Geek ones I really like. That one's Zoeva. And then we have the Wet n Wild ones, which I also really like. We're going to go through Morphe right now and see what we need to take out. Those ones I purchased. And then my Sigma ones. Are there any unique ones? I don't need that one. So those are all the Sigma ones that I'm going to be donating. That's my donate pile. And then these ones are my Zoeva, NYX, and Luxie, which belong in some sets. Excuse me. These are all the eye brushes I'm keeping. So I have a lot in my brush book right now, but I'm going to keep the sets because I love my Luxie and Zoeva. And then these are all the ones that I will be donating. These are all the ones I'm keeping that aren't currently in my everyday set. And then over here are the ones that I'm going to be donating. Last but not least is eyelashes. Clearly we have too many. Lashes don't go bad, so I can keep a bunch, and it's always nice to have options. So I'm going to go through, see which ones are old and I need to toss, because I tend to hang on to lashes quite a while and then forget to toss them. So we're going to just go through any styles that I don't want I can set aside for a donation, but we'll see. Probably will hold on to most of these. So these are all the ones I'm keeping most of them. I did have some ones that I've used up that were just hanging out in my collection, so I'll have to toss those. That is everything. My whole collection cleared out. It's quite a mess right now, so we're going to put everything back into its place and then just see how much we have set to the side for donation. Minus my dog that is parked in the middle of everything. Just making yourself at home there. This is everything that I will be donating. I think we did really good in eyes. And everything is fitting nice and neatly into here. I have extra drawers, like a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then one over here, I think. I managed to get an extra one. Yes. Lots of empty drawers to work with. Plus my acrylic I ended up cleaning out a bunch of. So now I just have to wipe everything down. And we are done.